Hello everyone, I'm Heather. Okay, we're working on our second book, the Shorty September, right? We've got Daphne DuMaurier, The Breakthrough. I'm a massive Daphne DuMaurier fan. Not just Rebecca either. Like her whole weird backlist, okay? Like the one where the guy like went back in time in his mind, but his body was like still in the present. So even though he was moving around in these like historical scenes, his physical body was like in the middle of a highway. Okay. Anyway, I recommend it. But today we've got The Breakthrough, which is a scientist's attempt to solve the mystery of life after death has chilling consequences. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good. And we have 2 days to read it because we're going chill, like no stress. I think today's plan, we're gonna go to Barcelona on the train. Lush. Okay, I'm not very far in my book yet, okay? Okay, I'm not very far in my book yet. Only a couple pages in, but I'm loving it. That Daphne DuMaurier, she had the gift, bro. Okay? So far, it's just like this electrical engineer or something in the 60s, okay, this guy. He's gonna go as a transfer to this other place to work at this like experimental thing in the middle of nowhere. As like a favor to his boss or whatever. I think the key word here... No. I think the key word here is experimental. I think this is where we're gonna find our interesting bits, okay? They're doing some experimenting, and the person who's in charge of the experimenting over in Nowhereville, he's been in trouble before for like some super experimental stuff. He's out of trouble now, but like I feel like it's hinting he could get himself in trouble again. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's do the baby's hair. Okay, interesting stuff we saw today in Barcelona. Okay, first thing, Pop Mart and the queue outside. Okay, you know this place that sells the Labubus, okay? So in the UK, as far as I know, you can only find the Lafufus, the fake Labubus, okay? But Pop Mart actually is existing in Barcelona where you can get real Labubus, and the queue outside was massive and ridiculous and hilarious, and it was hot as shit outside, and they were all waiting in line and dedicated to getting into Pop Mart to pay like 80 quid for a tiny scary doll. Whatever, everyone gets their kick somewhere, man. I'm not gonna bag on that. Okay, next interesting thing, Le Gaganaire.
What?
El Gaganaire.
I'll
put it up. It is a thing. It's the pooping dude.
Oh, that.
Okay, so this is the thing. It's like a traditional Catalan statuette. They're made by hand. They go in nativities. Okay, it's like a guy with like a red hat and like a red pants situation. He's like a peasant, and he poops in the nativity, and his poop is symbolic of fertilizing the ground for the next year. Okay, so then they got this thing started whereby they make little pooping dudes, not just the peasant guy, but like in everything. So there was like a little pooping Betty Boop, pooping Pikachu,
Donald Trump.
pooping Donald Trump, pooping Hillary Clinton, like pooping Disney princesses.
It's
like,
got everything.
there was a whole hell of a lot of pooping, but it is legit. That's legit stuff. Another interesting thing, these little green parakeets. These little parakeet dudes that people, you know, usually just have in their house in a little cage that they just a little play with or whatever. Wild in the park, just chilling.
It's like
little
a green
parakeets, like having like a little bonfire party over some seed mix. Like just hanging out with the pigeons, like, we are one of you, bro. Don't look at us too hard. Don't look, man. I'm obviously green.
Yeah.
So I'm not a pigeon. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was the wild stuff for today. Tomorrow I think it's just a Sitches day.
Yeah,
So,
no, it's normal day.
It's a normal day.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay, we've had a little Shorty September side quest. Long Distance by Whitney Gardner. Okay, we read that this week on our vacation. It was good. What'd you say? Yeah, it is about this kid. She moves from Portland to Seattle and she's got no friends. And she's like, I refuse to make more friends. I've got a friend in Portland, that's all I need, blah, blah. And so her dad sends her to camp to make friends. But it turns out to be a really like wonky camp. Like there's something up with it. Like no spoilers. But it's got elements of space, elements of various robotic technologies.
No, alien technology.
Roughly alien technologies, like no spoiler or nothing. But it is very cool, and the art is cool. The art in it is cool. It's about friendship. It's about weird stuff. Love that.
Yeah, it's about friendship.
Okay, just a mild trigger warning. Just a little one, if you will. There's a disabled child in this book, which is whatever, but this was written, I think, in the 60s, 1966, I think. And we've obviously come a long way in how we describe disabilities and disabled people in modern times since then. And I feel like you probably know what I mean. Just for future, if you want to read this book, like I would recommend it. I love Daphne DuMaurier, and the stuff going on in it is very interesting. Just keep that in mind. It was a bit shocking when I sort of ran into it. I was like, oh shit, that's not nice. It's not great. It's not ideal. Okay, I've finished it, and I have a lot of thoughts. So many thoughts. All conflicting thoughts. I have like a problem with, or I guess the problem is that I don't have a problem with cognitive dissonance. Like all of my thoughts and feelings are all over the place and they all clash with each other, and I'm just fine with it, and I let them all live there in here together. I think a lot of people, a lot of my friends, I think they need to have all of their thoughts and feelings aligning on one side. Like this is how we feel all the time. And they make for very stable, dependable, awesome people. My dudes, you know who you are. I love you. I, however, am just all chaos, and I feel like it would be too exhausting to make all of my thoughts and feelings align. So they don't agree. They clash. And it's evident here. So this one basically is like a mad scientist, sort of, okay? So he's doing these experiments to do with the afterlife and like trying to trap the energy and essence of people after they die, okay? Like his project is not fully sanctioned. The government thinks that they are funding research to do with weapons, as they do. And this other guy has been hired on to join the project secretly and to keep his mouth shut about the project. Okay, and I think Daphne DuMaurier, when she wrote this in the 60s, right? She was trying to give us creeping, unsettling, unsavory dread. Okay, like that kind of horror, you know? Like you don't feel good, it's unsettling, it doesn't stay with you, sort of like vibes. But I think it manifested differently then than it does now. Like same vibes, but for different reasons, because we now as people are completely different than they were from people in the 60s, okay? I think in the 60s, she was giving people this by preying on like religious fears and feelings and stuff, like sacrilege, you know, and the sacredness of things, like what he's doing is unholy, it goes against God, like that sort of stuff. But nowadays, I think it's more to do with his crimes against humanity, like how he feels about people and how he sees them as disposable in the face of his scientific success and his research. you know, like that. I don't know. Like, I obviously don't like the sort of very 60s language they're using here about disabled people. But I think that actually, in the end, sort of highlights that feeling of like humans being, you know, disposable. Like this guy, the way he talks about this disabled girl, it's gross, you know, and it sort of shows like double highlights. He doesn't see her as a person, he sees her as a pawn in his scientific discovery, you know? I don't know. Like, it made me feel super gross, but I feel like, did Daphne DuMaurier want me to feel super gross? That clever bitch. Because I feel like she would do. That's something my friend Daphne would do. Okay? So I don't know. I'm on the fence here a bit. Like, 4 stars? Her writing was spot on. Banging. Okay? 3 stars? Made me feel a bit gross. Bit of plot hole situations going on. 4 stars? Did she make me feel gross on purpose? Is she so clever? Because she totally is. 3 stars? Because it didn't end in like the most satisfactory way. 3.5? I don't know. I don't really play with halvesies. Maybe I'll be crazy and go 4. Because that's my girl Daphne. I don't know. I'm on a fence.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay, so that's it. That's the end of this shorty vlog. Shorty. Tomorrow's book is Create Dangerously by Albert Camus. And I think tomorrow we're going to go to a different day trip. So we went to Barcelona before. I think now we're going to do Tarragona? Is that place? If I made that up?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, that's coming in future. How do we feel? What's going on in your life? What reads are you reading? You've been telling me in the comments of the last one, and I very much appreciate it. I've written down several of them to read in future because they sound amazing. How's your September going? Thoughts? Okay. Okay. Bye. See you not tomorrow, the day after that. Okay.
See you never.